Back to school this year is anything but normal, and working parents are facing some tough financial decisions. Local financial advisor Brad Allen from Drake & Associates joins us with some simple ABCs that can help guide those decisions. Good morning, Brad.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. And with this pandemic, as we know, there's probably a lot of unexpected costs that we might not foresee.
Yeah, this one hits pretty close to home. I have three young boys at home, and two of them are in daycare still, but one's in school, and school looks a little bit different this year. And at first glance, it doesn't seem like the change in schooling would affect your pocketbook all that much. But, if a parent has to stay home from work because the kids are at home all day, or if they have to increase childcare because school's closed, I mean, those kind of things can definitely affect the family. And there's some simple steps to take to try to prepare the family for that. We call it the ABCs. And A is going to be awareness, just having awareness of what could happen and trying to plan for it as much as you can. Would your company allow you to stay home and work from home with the kids, or will you have to, cut back your hours a little bit? I mean, what is that going to look like? And then maybe figure out what the family's first Coronavirus Response Act looks like. Now, that's a law that went into place that helps if a family member gets sick, or if a child has to stay home from school, you can get 12 weeks of paid time off. So just knowing what this kind of stuff looks like, and the just in case, the what ifs, is really important.
Yeah, absolutely. And do your research for sure.
Do your research. And then the B is budget. Budget is always important, whether it's, budgeting for retirement or a kid in college, whatever it might be. But coming up with a budget right now is really important. I call it practicing for what could happen. What if one parent had to stay home and their income completely dropped off? So you can practice for that. Maybe over the next couple weeks, take one of your incomes and just put it aside and try to live off of one income right now and see if that's feasible. See if you can do it. And in the meantime, take the other income and put it into maybe an emergency fund, a savings account, just have that ready to go. But that's going to help, kind of show you if something like that did happen, you are prepared for it, you could do it.
I was going to say, is there a specific dollar amount maybe we should set aside for this rainy day fund or an emergency fund?
Yeah, I mean, we always say have 3 to 6 months worth of expenses on hand, just in case something like this ever would happen. Obviously, when it comes to budgeting, you want to have more income coming in than what's going out. So I think having this trial run, maybe a practice, is good, because then you can see if there's anything you can cut out of your budget in case you do have to go down to one income. But to answer your question, 3 to 6 months.
Okay, and lastly, real quick, C for communication.
Yeah, communication is so important. It gets stressful, right? Finances are the #1 cause of divorce in the country. It causes a lot of stress between families. And then you add in this pandemic, a recession in the market, and the uncertainty about what's going to happen next. And it gets very stressful. So I think open communication, sitting down, planning things out, talking about things, preparing for the worst that could happen, it could really ease some of that stress that a family has.
Definitely. And that is so important. All of these ABCs are definitely some important topics to talk about with your significant other as well as your family. So, Brad, thank you so much for joining us. As we know, it's a very stressful time here. So we will have much more information on our website, fox6now.com.
Thanks.